The Winter War by Priscilla Shirer and Gina Detweiler. Part 1, A Time for Everything. Chapter 1, Armor of Lies. Ponyrose was delighted. He gazed upon his new creation, a forger far different from the other forgers in his army, those slave soldiers who guarded his stronghold and fought his wars. He decided to call him Thane, the perfect name, he thought, for the one who would destroy the prince warriors once and for all. Thane was bigger, stronger, and smarter than any forger before him. He had something else the other forgers did not: a suit of armor. Ponyrose's weavers had spent eons crafting this armor to make it stronger and more resilient than the armor of even the most powerful and experienced prince warrior. Thane's helmet was fused to his body armor, so thick it could never be separated or infected by the call of the swords. The helmet had a long, gleaming scythe, sharper than any sword, set right at the top around his waist. Thane wore a belt of lies made of a magnetic metal that would repel any prince warrior's sword. His heavy breastplate was riveted to the belt, protecting the orb in the center of his chest from ever being pierced. His boots were so massive they could crush 10 prince warriors with one small step. Ponyrose could almost taste the victory to come. But that was not even the best of it. Ponyrose had another surprise in store for his enemies, a weapon more devastating than any he had made before. The armor of the prince warriors would be useless against it. He called it Ascalon. "We're ready," Ponyrose said, savoring the moment. "Just in time." "Yes, master." Ponyrose slid off his throne and moved to the portal of his new lair, which lay at the bottom of the boiling sea in the deepest crevasse of Skatos, a better hiding place than the skypod he had previously occupied, which had been too easily discovered by that turncoat dragon, Tannin. No one from Ahoritas, not even Tannin, would ever find him here. It was only temporary, anyway, until Thane invaded Ahoritas and secured the mountain of Rima. Such a defeat would be so debilitating that the prince warriors that they would certainly never rise again. Ponyrose opened the portal, but the boiling sea did not flow in, held in check at his command. Huge reptilian creatures with snake-like tails and spiked heads glided by, swift and silent, yellow eyes piercing the murky depths. Ponyrose reached out to touch the edge of the acid-green water, causing a stirring among them. Another creature swam into view, one with the same snake-like tail as the rest, but with a more streamlined body and green gold gills that fanned out like wings on either side. The creature slid into the bunker and raised itself upright, balanced on its coiled tail. Two small flippers on its body suddenly grew into long, tapered arms ending in sharp talons. It bowed its spiked head and peered at Ponyrose with slitted yellow eyes. "Master," whispered the creature in a soft, slithery voice, "what do you require?" "Sibylla, you're looking lovely today." The creature tilted her head slightly in silent acknowledgement. "Gather your children," Ponyrose said. "Take them to the boiling pool under the mountain. Make sure no prince warrior passes through." Sibylla closed her eyes and nodded her head, your will be done.